has started. All right, now, Twitch has accepted the stream. YouTube has accepted the stream.
Wow.
Facebook has accepted the stream. Are you ready to start your show?
I am.
Okay, step one is for you to flip the switch that says on the air. Now put the clapper in front of your face. When you hit the clapper, you are on the air.
I'm on the air, and I'm here on a lovely Sunday afternoon with sunglasses at midnight. I'm in 1921, and I'm today doing two shows, The Last Waltz by Oscar Strauss, which played 185 performances at the Century Theater. And it has music, as I say, Oscar Strauss, and a book and lyrics. English adaptation by Harold Etheridge and Edward Delaney Dunn. Okay. Now, I misplaced my notes. These pieces that I'm going to play from The Last Waltz are all from YouTube. And some of them are really quite bad recordings, and some of them are quite lovely. But let's get started. The Last Waltz of Oscar Strauss. Now, all Mr. Boardman says about this is that Oscar Strauss's Last Waltz opened on the 10th of May, 1921, danced in with its libretto adapted to give it an American naval officer as hero. Its score assured success. Walter Wolfe and Eleanor Painter were starred. And 185 performed, nothing to sneeze at. Okay, I'm going to start off with some waltzes from it's the Hickelberger Museum. Yeah, well, that orchestra was the Hackle Berger Orchestra, which I think you saw on the record jacket. Yeah. Okay. Now some more last waltzes. Okay, this one is I believe this is the Edwardian pianist, just playing a medley on the piano. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that was the end of the Edwardian pianist and a medley of The Last Waltz. Now, what I have next for you here is some more Last Waltz. And this one, I think... I can't remember the orchestra, but the orchestral waltz is beautiful.
Ins lachende Leben zurück, ruft dies mich klingen, himmlisch ein Glück, weckt im Herzen ein Sehnen, ein Drängen, speichle Walzer, zaubrischer Klang, Rhythmus des Lebens, fröhlicher Sang, Klinge und Ruf ist in ins Herz, Wagen das Jubel,
Yeah. Well, I was slow to get that up today. Oh, hear more.
Also wirklich meinem Ball die Ehre geben.
Exzellenz, wir staunen selber, doch der Graf, will sein Leben bis zum letzten Rest genießen.
Und wir wollen's ihm versüßen, wenn's in unseren Kräften steht und solange es eben geht. Kapitän, Sie sind natürlich ebenso die Kameraden, verflixt und mir eingeladen.
Ein Tanz von Moos und singt ein Fall, es wird den Tanz von jedem Fall. Er Kapitän, wir finden schön, mit uns zum auf den Ball zu gehen.
Fröhlichkeit die Türen auf zu deinem Zaubersaale. Ich will ein Gast der Freude sein zum allerletzten Male. Genießen jeden Augenblick, lieb unseren Stern erblick. So waren alle Saale saus und gerade so bin ich. Und wenn nach dieser Freudennacht vollendet meine Zeit, mein Schicksal an die Türe pocht, es findet mich bereit. Muss auch jetzt geschieden sein von schönen Mägdelein und süßem Wein. Oder sollst zufrieden sein, heut ist die Welt noch dein, drum füg dich drein. Oh mein schönes Heimatland, oh mein schönes Heimatland, muss doch jetzt geschieden sein, heut wollen wir lustig sein, bei Lied und Wein.
Yeah, I think that's it now. Anyway, it was a lovely, a pretty decent orchestra, a pretty decent sound, and the two vocalists were charming. I love Viennese Operetta. I've said that many, many times. And I wish, since they did this on Broadway at this particular time, in English, I wish I had had some of it in English, but not available as far as I was concerned, with my YouTube and recordings and so forth. So you get the German version of Der Letzte Waltz. Okay. Now, after the last waltz, there was a show called The Three Musketeers. It sounds something like Rudolf Rimmel will do, but this one was not. It was by music and lyrics by Richard Temple. It only played 5 performances, so don't guess it was very successful. But after The Three Musketeers came Shuffle Along, which played for 484 performances at the 83rd Street Music Hall, and it closed on July 15th, 1922, and I said 484 performances. Shuffle Along, an all-Negro musical comedy in 2 acts, book by Flournoy Miller and Arthur Lyles. Music by Eubie Blake, lyrics by Noble Sissle, staged by Walter Brooks. So, Shuffle Along. Now, Boardman says, Shuffle Along. The show had been put together after a chance meeting in Philadelphia by 2 black teams, Noble Sissle and Eubie Blake, the lyrics and music, and Flournoy, as I said, Miller, and Aubrey Lyles for the libretto. An angel was found and a limited amount of money made available. For costumes, they purchased clothes from the folded musical show Roly Poly Eyes, and the scenery was minimal. By hook or crook, the company managed a series of one-night stands in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, always a step or 2 ahead of foreclosure, until it was felt the show was ready for New York. Although blacks had performed on Broadway and all Negro shows had played in principal houses. In some respects, there was more discrimination since the war. Oh, what a world we live in. All the show could book was a dilapidated theater far from the main Broadway crowds. First-nighters were probably reminded by the plot of an old Williams and Walker and Cole and Johnson shows. Steve Jenkins and Sam Peck, partners in a Germantown grocery store, are rivals for the mayoralty. Though each has assured the other he will be the winner's chief of police, Jenkins, helped by a sharper of a campaign manager, wins. True to his word, he appoints Peck chief of police, but Peck soon realizes he has nothing to do, and the two fall out. Their corruption and inefficiency topped off now by three noisy scrabbling are too much even for the lackadaisical Jimtown. How Harry Walton announces he is a reform candidate, and every citizen responds. I'm just wild about Harry. Jenkins and Beck are given the boot. The book represented no step forward for the musical theater, but the music certainly did. Blake's was a foot-stomping score. Its rhythms provoked an orgy of giddy dancing that had audiences shouting for more tap routines, soft shoes, buck and wings, and precision numbers. The hit, of course, was I'm Just Wild About Harry. Originally conceived as a waltz, it was much more at home as a fast-moving foxtrot. Well, now, I mean, the music could not be anything more different, should I say that, than the music that we had for The Last Waltz of Oscar Strauss. But I love this music too, and I'm going to play it for you now. Oh no. I didn't want to play that for you today because it's just much too scratchy. So I'm sorry about that. Here, I'm sorry. Now we go to Noble and Sissle and shuffle along. Okay? Richard.
There's nothing wrong. What did you?
Yes.
Is you must have hit a unusual button. That now.
Oh, jeez. Well,
So the only two buttons you got to worry about are that one and that one.
so what happens to all this space now?
Take it out of the video. Can't go back.
Can you cancel this one now and I could start it over again?